When you want to cook cozy food, it doesn't have to take too long to cook because maybe you don't have that time. So in this recipe, I'm going to be showing you a very easy and simple green peas and minced meat bolognese, which is going to turn out scrumptious. It's perfect for meal prepping or for that quick lunch or dinner idea. You'll need some green beans because we're going to be adding a twist to our bolognese, and I have around 1.5 cups. We have our minced meat, carrots, onions, garlic, lots of tomatoes, pasta for serving our bolognese, and also we have a few other ingredients which you're going to find listed in the description box down below. So I'm going to get straight into cooking my delicious lunch, and I'll start off by placing a pot for boiling my pasta. You're going to add in water and wait for it to come to a boil. Pick a pan. Place over medium-low flame. I always love parboiling my grains and keeping in the freezer because it makes cooking much easier. So this was frozen and it's going to save quite some time because I won't be boiling and cooking. So we're just going to throw everything in the pan and cook. So that saves a lot of time. I'm going to add in a tablespoon of cooking oil, and we're going to start off by building flavor by sauteing our onions. Saute your onions for around a minute. When your onions get that lovely golden brown color, it adds in a very nice onion flavor to the food. So make sure it's not too dark because it's going to be a little bit bitter. So when you cut that golden brown color, you're going to throw in, saute for around 30 seconds to cook out the raw flavor of garlic, and the kitchen is going to be smelling absolutely incredible once the garlic is cooked. You have to keep on stirring your garlic because it burns super fast. So once done, I'm going to add in my minced meat. Using my spatula, I'm going to break down the meat. The meat is going to turn from a nice pink color to brown, which means that your meat is cooking. So you have to keep on using a spatula to break down the minced meat so that you don't have big clumps of minced meat in your food. You can also use a meat masher. And while the meat is cooking, you're going to catch a very nice aroma in your kitchen. Been around a minute and my minced meat is cooking lovely. If you're going to be cooking with lean minced meat, you're going to add around 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. And if yours is on the fatty side, just add in a tablespoon. It's quite enough because the minced meat is going to render its own fat while cooking. My pasta water has come to a boil. So I'm going to add in some salt, which is very important so that you can season your pasta, and that is a teaspoon. Then I'm going to add in my pasta. Stir in the pasta so that it doesn't clump together while cooking, and you're going to be cooking your pasta according to the packaging instructions. Mine is going to take around 8 minutes, so I'm going to cook for 6 minutes for that. Al dente. Look, al dente is cooking halfway, and you can use any pasta that you have in the house. My minced meat is ready. As you can see, it's looking gorgeous. The kitchen is smelling so good. The garlic has added lots of flavor to the minced meat. So now it's time to add in your carrots, and this is a large carrot. Add in some seasoning. We have half a teaspoon of oregano and half a teaspoon of thyme. Throw in a beef stock cube. And once done, I'm going to be blending 4 medium tomatoes. So I'm going to add it to my blender. Cover and blend into a puree. If you're having a little bit of trouble while blending the tomatoes, you can add in a splash of water so that it can be easier for your blender to blend your tomatoes. After adding in the seasoning, that is the oregano and thyme, you can catch a very nice aroma in the kitchen, which is so good. And I've started by adding in the carrots because they take a while to cook. So now it's time to add in my tomatoes into the pan. Adding a little bit of water to my blender to get all the tomato puree. Then next I'm going to add in a tablespoon of tomato paste. Stir in. Add in some salt. Remember, we have added in a stock cube which contains a little bit of salt, so you're going to add in some more salt to fully season the dish, but you're going to be checking after everything is almost ready. You're going to cover your pan and simmer for around 2 to 3 minutes over low flame, and the tomatoes are going to slowly cook and add in that gorgeous tomato flavor to the bolognese, and also the tomato paste is going to add in more tomato flavor to the dish. So yeah, it's just a matter of waiting for the pasta and the bolognese to cook. I'm going to check on my bolognese, which is perfectly cooking. Stir and let everything continue to simmer. Check on my pasta. I need around 2 minutes. We still have a small bite once you bite into the pasta. Two minutes in, my pasta is ready. So I'm going to put out the flames and drain the water. Once you've drained water from the pasta, this is how it's going to be looking. So when still hot, we are going to be adding in a little bit more flavor, and I have a teaspoon of salted butter, which is going to add in some more salt and a very nice buttery taste to the pasta. And once the butter is fully melted, you're going to garnish with some coriander or parsley. Toss, and the pasta is ready to serve. You can see how gorgeous it's looking. So I'm going to cover so that the pasta remains warm while I finish off my bolognese. As you can see, we have oil separating from the tomatoes. That means that they are fully cooked. Now it's time to add in my green peas. Stir in the green peas, and the best part is I will not be cooking for long because the green peas are already parboiled. So at this point, I'm going to check the seasoning. Wow, we have a very nice oregano and thyme taste to the bolognese, and it's a little bit acidic, so I'm going to be adding in a pinch of salt, not salt, sugar, which is going to stabilize the acidity of the tomatoes. We're going to check the salt. If it's not perfect, you can add in some more. And at this point, I'm going to add in half a cup of water. You don't need too much water in your bolognese because it's going to be very soupy and not looking gorgeous. Reduce the flames to low. Then I'm going to cover and cook for around 2 minutes, and the green peas are going to absorb all the nice flavors in the bolognese. I have 1 tablespoon of vegetable soup, which is in powder form, so I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of water. Mix up. Check on my bolognese and everything is looking perfect. So now you're going to add in your thickener, and immediately you stir in, you'll notice that everything gets glossy and thick. I always add in some to my bolognese because it makes everything look super thick and the taste is always delicious. If you don't have the vegetable soup or the powder, you can add in a teaspoon of cornstarch to some water and add into the pan. That also is going to make everything look super delicious. So now you're going to garnish with coriander or parsley. Stir and serve. Enjoy the food while still warm because everything is going to be so good. Oh yum. Once you bite into the pasta, you have a nice buttery coriander taste in the pasta, which makes it so awesome. And the bolognese itself is well seasoned, so flavorful and delicious. Hope you'll be giving this recipe a try. And you can serve over pasta or rice. And each bite is going to be totally amazing as always. Bye-bye.